In this video, we're going to talk about the three monkeys parable, picking up from where we left off in the last video. And then in the next video, we're going to talk about socialization. Our reason for doing it in this step-by-step kind of a methodical process is that when you look at many religious tomes and texts, they usually avoid or it's absent where they tell you your specific purpose and the specific way to functionalize your spirit and your engagement with the spirit. Then when you look at Eastern and Western type of teachings, many times when they talk about the spirit, it's usually, or it can be, an all or nothing experience. Either you're enlightened or you're not enlightened. And that's just not the way it works. So that you can become aware of your spirit with a very incremental process as you put more intent behind that achievement, which is exactly where we're going to head over the course of these videos. So here's the three monkeys parable to ponder. There once was a large zoo with a fairly elaborate and well-appointed monkey house. The zoo had different monkey exhibits for entertainment, research, and monkey business. Throughout the stations, the monkeys' needs were met for the most part, and the monkeys were taken care of. But there was one unique monkey house that every monkey, without exception, would sooner or later visit. This fascinating feature of that house was that at its center there was a ladder, and above the ladder, suspended from the top, hung a bunch of bananas. There were three monkeys at a time inside this mostly wonderful confinement. On one particular occasion, all three monkeys arrived at the same time, and so all were new to their surroundings. While there were bananas available in other parts of the cage, the ones suspended from the ceiling by design had a greater appeal and attraction. One of the monkeys, a natural leader, who was very intelligent and fit, decided to obtain the bananas and proceed to climb the ladder while the others watched closely with great anticipation. After advancing only a couple of rungs on the ladder, the monkey and both his companions were blasted with a shock of ice-cold water. Completely stunned and confused, they fled and sought refuge in the shelter of a well-known and well-explored part of the confinement. A while later, when the effects of the blast had passed, one of the other monkeys again had thoughts of gaining the bananas. So he approached the center of their surroundings, hesitated, eyed the fruit, and began to climb the ladder. The remaining monkeys nervously observed. Sure enough, after a couple rungs, all three monkeys were once again blasted with a powerful jet of ice-cold water. As before, all retreated from the ladder and the suspended bananas to a safe haven. Presently, and after a period of recovery, the third monkey, too, was tempted by the forbidden fruit. He crept to the ladder, having decided to ascend. In very quick order, he and the other two monkeys were, of course, blasted by a very unpleasant and ice-cold bath. The three monkeys were now left without doubt that attempting to get the bananas from the ceiling was a very bad idea. Not long after this unpleasantness, one of the monkeys was taken out of this enclosure and placed into another monkey house exhibit of the Magnificent Zoo. A new monkey was introduced to the original monkey house in his place, and in no time at all the new monkey spied the suspended bananas there for the taking and determined to obtain the delicious-looking fruit. This new monkey barely got up a single rung when the other two horrified monkeys rushed to the center of the cage, tackled and dragged him away, beating him into submission and forcefully deterring him from climbing the ladder. And so it was, this new monkey too learned climbing the ladder was a very bad idea. As it would happen then, just a few short days later, yet another one of the remaining two original monkeys was replaced and taken to another habitation. In his place, a new monkey was introduced into the monkey house. The new monkey, without any introduction or familiarization, spotted the central bananas and headed directly towards them. Immediately, the other two monkeys repeated the treatment of tackling, dragging, and savagely beating the new monkey into submission and thereby deterring him from his banana endeavor. Finally, the third original monkey was replaced as well, and the exact same events and harsh fate befell his replacement. He was restrained and then beaten into submission with the understanding of foregoing the suspended bananas. This is the pattern of behavior that would continue throughout time and life in the monkey house. Now, you might ask, how can this be? The replacement monkeys knew nothing of the harsh ice water treatment, and yet they were deterred. So you probably see where we're going with this. Again, it's a very just step-by-step reasoning our way through the process of socialization and coming to the realization and coming to grips with the Spirit. So that's what we'll be talking about in the next video. And until then, enjoy peace, comfort, and awareness.